Just a little bit longer, we'll get started. The second part of the pre-birthday stream. Alright, I can hear myself. Hello everyone, Bubba720 here, bringing you part 177 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. We're about to go into Yaktel. Yeah, I took a break from Pal World finally. Ripped myself away, kicking and screaming. But let's go ahead and carry on. This will probably be the last stream for the day for me. Oh well. The next flight to Yaktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. Yeah, we're gonna do story, by the way. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air all the way to Yaktel? Are you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said? There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. I thought we had this conversation. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves. Maybe ask Arenville. Of course. You're the nicest person I've ever met, Hero. I'll try not to crush your hand. There she is. Third promise. Wait just a moment. Ah, it's Mablu. Mablu and Tobly. Of course, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kral's earring. Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yaktel as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales were attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yaktel, to where it seems you are already bound. What luck? Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there, or yet another discovery to look forward to? Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. Thanks. I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible in, and I'm as good as there. Last call for passengers to Yaktel. Thanks, Mablu. Thanks, Tobly. Toblerone. Well, had a weird tongue roll on that one. Really hope she wins. Yaktel will test her mettle, without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be. New area. I love the look of it.
Hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named. It is here where the Shebral and Mamulja once battled for dominance. that the right of succession would reach its climax.
I kind of like this area, especially the blue, like dark forest. It's very well made.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
The vegetation is far denser than in Kozumauka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the Earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
Everyone's looking at her.
It was one time.
Is the Shabral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
I'm always raring and ready to go. We're going to try and bust as much of the story up as possible on this one. I want to get as close to the current content as possible. With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you to keep someone in sight at all times. Hey, yes. Steel Boy. Oh, getting close to getting Warrior to max level. Good, everyone's accounted for. Eekbrax is up ahead. Let's be on our way. About 2.5 levels left, and then I'll hit max on Warrior. And then after that, I will need to push to a different class. I'll probably go Pally next. So that is a cenote right there. Ironville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. Are we ready to proceed? I'm eager to learn more about Eekbrax and Gibral customs. It was a dark mahogany weapon, huh? Village of the Hunt. Ready to head on in? Sure. Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. A third promise and a retinue, I presume. You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him. Oh, they're still here.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Uh-oh.
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people. As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
Uh-oh.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Mm. 12 forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red. Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Kona.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Foreshadowing.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Bibil.
Ah, the Pibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
Hey, Bunny, how you doing?
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
And it's a special one because it's me birthday tomorrow, so I'm doing kind of. Oh, you did? Was that Was that my Pal World? You probably would get a kick out of my Pal World series. I'm gonna have to make a playlist for it, but it's Pal World's kicking my butt, man. It's like I die at least 5 times per part now.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
If you watched the last part that I just did earlier today, oof, I was stuck in a what I like to call a plane of suck. I died, and I was like, oh, it's cool. I'm right next to a waypoint. I could just waypoint over, go get my stuff. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate it. And so I waypointed over, and of course, when you die, you drop all your stuff. All your gear's gone, your items, your food. The only thing you have are your pals for my world. You could have it set to drop pals too, but I didn't want to do that. It's a good thing I didn't, because I zoned back in, immediately get into combat, and die. Port back over, die. Port back over, die. I just did it over and over again. I managed to get my gear and died multiple times, and to the point where I was like almost like crying. It was so upsetting. But I finally managed to get rid of them and get my armor back, and I said, screw it, I'm out of there. I was trying to level up, but that didn't work out. But I'm gonna get there eventually. I need to make some cold resistant armor so I can survive in the tundra area, and then I can do the next part. Okay, I might do another Pal World right after this. I don't know yet. It all depends. I want to continue with that.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Uh-huh.
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
I would do 7 days, but unfortunately right now with 7 days, I just don't really feel like messing with zombies. And Lunar, I'm kind of stuck right now in Lunar 2. Zophar's kicking my ass on that one, so right now it's just those 3 games, and I might just play, might just do another Power World just because.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink.
Yep.
The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living.
Mm-hmm. They even make a strong drink.
So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
A little bit.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
Yes and no, Kona. There are some aspects truth for both sides. You must remember your roots while also being open to innovation. If you just let go of your past, you run the risk of repeating past mistakes, and also you lose your own identity.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques.
Oh, that's so brutal. That person's gonna log in and they're gonna get completely torn to shreds. I hope they have a quick access to their login. Jeez. Oh, that's rough.
Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster.
Please. I want to watch that, because that sounds like it'd be fun to watch, not to experience.
Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. It's a lighter wonder.
Let's ask around. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakuljaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I take a few minutes before I start up to make sure my audio is working. Yeah, I've been in your shoes before. It is a very sad thing. It's worse when you have so much time you've recorded and you find out that none of it's usable. Oh, it's so sad and frustrating. All that wasted time and effort. Especially if you had some good comedy bits. Oh, can never repeat it. I'll never understand them. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6, the 2 claimants, Sarilja and Bakuljaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9, that's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Zebrak Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Arenville is the bunny dude, yep. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Zebral people. Let us gather here once we have seen the clues this village has to offer. I'm actually glad that Arnville is a huge character in this portion of the story. Because I liked when he was in Endwalker. And he only had like a little bit area. Alright, so now we gotta go and... wait. Well... I'll try and figure this Zebrak Pibil out, but at the same time, I need to go and get, I need to get this Aetherite. So I need to speak with 4 distinct people. Yay, now I can teleport here. Actually, it's just clues. I don't even have to really talk with everyone. An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped my Najul. I mean, Jatika banana peel. Could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. Notice how he has given us tidbits. Ah, someone else has the white mage barding on their chocobo too. We gotta cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we take it from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? Hi there. What are you looking at, Salt Liquor? Mind your own business. I can give y'all a taste of my wrath grinder. the recipe for Gibrak Pibil. I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hunmu Rook himself. But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Brook to be had at Margate. Ha, he's winking at us. So, we now know that you used the banana leaves. There's an underground oven. And you're also going to use the, we know the meat. Ooh, that is some strong thunder. I thought that was going to be later. A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in a basket. That one's called akiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Ah, so we get some food with some additional benefits. Pardon me if I butcher the pronunciation of things. I'm horrible at pronunciations. Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about Gibrak Pibil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us, sir, directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish, and observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Gibrak Pibil. But one in particular she attributed to all common Gibrak dishes. Akiote, she called it. I see. And if Gibrak Pibil is indeed a dish of ubiquitous as Alphinaud claims, we have confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook bearing bundles wrapped in the leaf of najul or banana in certain localities. It would seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? Sizzling slab of beef, it smells so good I could practically taste it. The squeaky flesh of a bipedal fish, and Brook without a doubt. As would be expected of a dish called Gibrak Pibil, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of Brook, flavored with a combination of spices that includes akiote, and steamed underground with najul or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forest while you were exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and Wildy Brook, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Leave it to a master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. That's a running gag, by the way. Alphinaud is always ready to go get firewood. The other running gag is Urian J not being able to swim. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. And the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I'm happy to lead someone to the suitable Brook if they will perform the requisite deed. Alice? As for the najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Yeah, pretty much. Be warned, or like a conservationist, like a forest. Be warned, you won't find najul in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland, forests far below these. Beaver. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamachi, hero, if you would accompany me on my errand, sure. No better way to whet my appetite. Good, let us be about our task then. Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. A history of violence. Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Oriange mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Hey, Lefty, with your white mage barding on. My actual favorite barding is the Knights of the Round barding. Oh, you can't go out these windows? Come on, Lefty, you're large enough to fit. There we go. Oh, I can't see too well because of glare. Oh, hello again. Did you need something? Need some leaves. Najul leaves? For purposes other than Gibrak Pibil, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forest for more. Gomajik Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets can't compare. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jatika heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Oop, give me a momento. I want to move some stuff. I'm going to move that down there. Traveling there requires that you go through the Tianbek Traverse, but it has caved in. Due to the recent storm, I expect. Oh, that would make that worse. What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves. But we can, can't we? If there were no other way for procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Gibrak Pibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. Still, if there are no leaves here, and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliolal. So perhaps there is something about Gibrak Pibil that we have yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing? If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between the Gibral and the Mamulja, right? These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Gibrak Pibil. Huh. What does Steamby Brook have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilyan Asso. It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ilyan Asso. Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place. More traveling. Now I get to travel in style via Behemoth. Oh, look at that. Fangs on that sucker. Whew. Gotta go this way. This area is huge. Do they have it listed yet? Nope, it doesn't pop up. Okay. Don't want to fight you. The village of Ilyana So must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. I was about to say I don't want to do 7 Days to Die because a lot of my work is I got to work on getting stuff built, like the fort, my base, because it's going to be the second blood moon soon. But then again, that's what I was promising to do the next time I play Power World, was actually break down the old building that I have and get the new one set up. But at least I don't have to worry about being raided or like having to deal with blood moons on Power World. I have at least that to look forward to. Plus, I'm like really close to the next boss. Once I'm able to actually stem off the cold, I'll be able to fight the next boss. Yeah, Power World is... I love Power World. So sad that the Pokemon makers are going after them so hard. So this is the village of Ilyana So, or what it's left of it. It was a place of light and light. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Ooh, it's Wukavu. Wukavu, I didn't know you were in Yaktel. I was picking up lumber from Brax when I heard the third promise was on her way to the site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service and so followed you here. Wukavu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume. For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Uh-oh, here we go. Kona. Now that's a good name. A familiar name. Where have I heard... Kona, as in second promise of Tuliolal. To think that I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer. Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please, take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. And right on cue. At least he's consistent. I understand you wish to learn about Gibrak Pibil. While I am forbidden by the Gibrak Racks to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Yaktel's history. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Gibral and Mamulja was one of land. The Mamulja live in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Gibral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Gibral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again. But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? something you know all too well. Blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mamulja were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigu, Bonawa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged in the Jibal in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bonawa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Bonawa both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first autarch, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. Ah, that's what I had unplugged. I unplugged my clock. Okay. Oh yeah. This area is completely rife with conflict. Scars. Absolutely wrecked.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja. The Shobrit Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yoqui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Again, perfect opportunity to take my character out when I'm reeled over in pain from an echo. But it never happens.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives.
Hey Plex, how you doing, buddy?
Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us.
Admit what, buddy?
Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then?
Yeah, and each head has its own personality. There's not that many of them, unfortunately. Or I should say, fortunately.
You do not know the warlords of the East. But you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest.
Don't forget to check out Plexus Gaming on YouTube. Got some fun content. I watched his season finale, and they were sniping, counter-sniping, and taking each other out with rocket launchers.
By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Yeah, I watched that finale. Those rocket launchers, Jesus, you guys went ham on those.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
I would not want to fight Galul Jaja in his prime.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
To take the first step forward and actually try to do it.
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
Season 10 is shaping up to be fun. I'll have to go watch some of it. Yeah.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn Servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn Servant laughed and declared once more, their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shebruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chebral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
How many people you got going on that world, Plex?
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
That's why you guys got a lot of gathering going on, I bet. Mini bikes at 28, day 28. That's pretty good.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong? Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Never know.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Oh, the other reason why I want to play some more Pal World is because I'm so close to getting my first gun in there. I have a schematic for an upgraded pistol, makeshift pistol, and it's over 500 damage. Oh, it's gonna be so grand, but I'm gonna have to start really, really farming the ore. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures, and we're doing the same now. I'm gonna start running out of room soon. I don't have a room for a weapon, but I do have for a helmet. I don't have any for pants, but I could do chest piece, I believe. Yes. I gotta try and empty some bag spaces out. Dang. I hope I have been of sufficient service to the third promise. The Feat of Repast. Wukafu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Gibrak Pibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary nodule leaves, unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion, with a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Oops. Is it going to be like a nodule tree? Are these wyvers? Nope, those are tosoks. That's a hunt mark right there. Welcome back, Plex. Oh, here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Again, it'd be kind of cool if I could have something like that at my house. Like in my housing area. I could have like a stump with weapons placed in it, and you can like place a weapon for display. It'd be kind of cool. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially when at the heart so significant a battle. Lamachi, hero, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Roger Dodger. Get my scarred bum looking around for stuff. Yay. Look here, the soil has been recently overturned. Yeah, right. Oh, someone buried a box. Well, well. I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are, fresh nodule leaves. Hunmuruk's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. Huh, so he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wokavu. I wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, Third Promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. I will devise solutions to the Hano-Hano's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolal and what they hold dear. Oof. Kona. He's the one standing right in front and he's taking that insult hard. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. I cannot argue with that. Surprising. We have what we need. Let us return to Eekbrax. Yeah, I actually got a new sub today, so I got 8 more to go, and I'll hit my first hundo. Appreciate the help there. Don't forget to hit up Plexus Gaming as well. He's got some good content up there. You need 12? So you're getting closer. You're only 4 away from me. You had explosive growth, man. You shot up there. I wish I had as much growth as my buddy Steps Basic had. He's up at, I think, like over almost 1,400 subs right now. I would love to have his subscriber pool right now. There's so many aggroable enemies here. I wonder how, so I'm curious, how bad is the debuffs that you get for, like, in 7 days for the different biomes? Is it, like, sustainable? Are you able to live through it? Or is it... Yeah, well, flying swordfish. It's... a giant mech. If I was able to fly it, it would turn into an airship. It's, I think his name's Ark. It's, actually a boss mount. Where is he? Yeah, it's Ark. I'm trying to decide on whether or not how difficult staging up will be in the new content for 7 days, because I haven't even tried going into the burnt forest yet, and I ran all the way up to the edge of the desert. I didn't even try going into the desert biome, because the desert biome is my least favorite out of all of them. I hate the buzzards. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. Yeah, I know it's out, but it's just I haven't yet gone into the other biomes. I've been firmly entrenched in the forest. I hope so. I'm famished. Alright, time to feast. Well, actually, I think we need to cook first, actually. How did everyone fare? Oh, nice. We got the Najul leaves. Wukavu came along and helped us find them. Wukavu was here. I would have liked to say hello. I think my favorite zone would have to be the snow biome. I like the snow biome a lot. But once I got used to the bears. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. That Galul Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions, but how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? I like the forest too, so I don't knock it, Bunny. I like to base build, so unfortunately I'm going to be stuck in the forest for a long time because I have a huge piece of property that I'm going to be working on. And I also want to do some underground stuff too. I completed the connecting tunnels, but I need to actually hollow them out and get everything situated and reinforced. That's going to take a while. Everything should be in order. Orianje and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. Appreciate you, Plex, again. Love it whenever you join. You have a nice day, Plex, alright? And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had on offer. Spoken like a true expert. Arnval and I found our brook, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speaking this to anyone did you not understand? I picked up a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yield akiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry, did I determine the ideal balance of spices. And all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope. As I recall, you are an accomplished culinarian. Yep. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay, then. I still think it would be awesome if the Pictomancer had paint bombs. Like, you could throw one of the glass jars of ink or paint at your target and do an AoE splash damage. That would be so awesome. Alright, time to knock another feat, and then we'll have one more feat left.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, right?
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral.
It's almost like sitting around and watching Gordon Ramsay taste test your own cooking.
It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
Time to scarf it down. That is a tiny taco for a big guy.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably.
No problem, Bunny.
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoctel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely...
Oops.
I believe we have yet to receive our assessment.
Sorry about that, I accidentally double tapped.
Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Sometimes I have a little spasm, and yeah, that just happened to hit right there. That's a little upsetting for me.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
It's missing the Najul leaves.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Boom.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Kryle's an empath.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious!
She don't care.
They're both so tender it melts in your mouth. And the way the Najul rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never
Jesus.
appreciate it.
Don't push too hard.
Choke on your harmony.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't
have
need to worry
tell
about
me
that.
twice. Ah, that was bliss.
That makes up for the tacos she didn't get earlier.
You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
Ha. You have to fight me for proper cooking.
It was palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Ah, yellow one.
Only 1 feet left.
And then you gotta go and take the ones you got stolen by Bakul Jaja back.
Well, I should get going then.
And like that, on the road.
I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
It's rich coming from Tancred.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
Seconds.
Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
Nope, it's all empty unless you want to eat the junk that the other two made. By the way, that's the reward you get. You get a serving of Gibrak Pibil. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Gibrak Pibil again. Here, hero. Kryle made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? New wares are now available from the Gibral merchant in Ikbra. A father's grief. Oof. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tianbek Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surroundings. If Arnville would oblige me with a tour. Very well. I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. And though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yoctel. Well, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through these here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, hero? Sure. Someone's got to keep you all out of trouble. Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yoctel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. Whoa! I fell into a cenote. I think they seriously had that set up that way. A foreign mage 20 years ago. Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. A baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Han Muruk. He was already Jibra Ra then. A baby girl? Couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Oh. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Ikbra roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. A foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbrax, Master Galuf. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well. I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yokoi once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes. Before they withdrew to Urkapacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yokoi claimed Yoctel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jatika heartland. And that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family, so believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, hero. May I request a moment of your company? Sure. Go on, we'll wait for you. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Krau's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? This and that happened. Is that so? Seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuklamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the Gibral, so when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when first I held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old, an accident it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Oh no. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamulja and Gibral had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of the Gibral. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Dawn servant Golul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Gibral, Faye had a greater plan for Wuklamat. Only the Dawn servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Gibral still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as the Dawn servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the Third Promise. Defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me? Sure. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as ruler Tuli Alal, but of a concerned father. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word of this to anyone. That's fine. Welcome back. Well, welcome partially back. Nope, not recommended. I need timers. Top, gloves. So there's nothing for boots. Taking a stand. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please, do not keep the Third Promise waiting. Looks like it's dodo time. I got my buttons all mixed up because I've been playing so much Pal World. Yeah, I think I will do another Pal World after this. Because I want to knock some more stuff out. Uh-oh. I got an event to do. Upon speaking with Wilklamat, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I'm going to get synced 3 levels down. Yay. You're back, so what did Hun Maruk want? That's a secret. It's alright, you don't have to say. More importantly, the Tianbek Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks. Then I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. I think she's more... Uh-oh. I think she's more worn out by the fact that she saw into, Zeralja's head. A nap does sound tempting. Who's gonna get kidnapped? A moment, promise. You're one of Bakul Jajas. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. If you feel like you're gonna try and get the drop on us, it ain't gonna work. I won't kick you up and down the area.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Nope, there he is. Oh shit, Wukavu. No, that's not Wukavu.
Rook! Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father. Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my...
Did you just see that? My character just glitched. Yep.
Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
So if he's gonna die either way, what's the point in even going through this?
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Ooh. Cowards don't stand a chance against Wuklamot. Should back down before you get hurt. Don't worry, the scary adventurer won't try anything funny. Let's do the first one.
You dare call us cowards? I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Oh, do I have to play as Wuklamot? Uh-oh. Yep. In this battle, you will play as Wuklamot. Oh, great. Through skillful combat, Wuklamot will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they will recover HP. Use them early and often to emerge victorious. Ugh. A lot of these playing as other characters are hit and miss. Alright, Luatana Pulse, break the Tail of the Bra, Rally Judgment.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces! I'll cut you to shreds!
Oh shit. Crap, I wasn't paying attention.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Nugans.
I'll make you eat dirt!
Oh shit.
No more trick to Bakul Taja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior?
Oof.
No longer abusing each other.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation my people, and myself.
Oh shit! God damn it! Ooh, that was close. I forget what like a lot of the abilities are.
How do you like this?
Shadow siblings.
Kitty.
I learned my lesson.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
It's time we finished her, brother. This is the end for you, kicker. Know your place.
Ah, shit.
Not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel. Why won't you die? I'll show you the true power of the blessed.
Oh, I gotta break out of this. Ah, hit
I
it.
will be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
Oh, nice.
That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you.
Welcome back, Bunny. Perfect timing.
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack!
Okay, cool. Now I got all these guys, too. Ooh, I don't like the look of that.
Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us. You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. And your whole army is still won't be! I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me!
With AoE damage.
Confidence. She wasn't like this before.
Oh, thank God. Thought I was going to lose it there from the few times that I missed my cues and ended up eating unnecessary damage. Hey, look, he coughed up our keystones.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be?
How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanuhanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No. No.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you all right? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Kulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
I'm gonna be honest, this portion of the story kind of always confused me a little bit, and it felt kind of like it was weirdly narrated or set up. It just felt kind of for me with Wukalamat falling in a cenote and then being given up kind of thing. It's kind of like, Seems we're last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight even when it got dirty couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove to myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. Probably got an earlier in the second promises camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
True that.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Into the Traverse. So what's the state of the Tiembek Traverse? Still being cleared, I'd assume. Hunmuruk said he would notify us as soon as work was done. Then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuklamat's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last, after all. Oh, I already got it back. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Jaja we're talking about. Oh yeah, they weren't there for it. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat. Bravo. Heh, what can I say? I've had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Tiembek Traverse is now safe for travel. And we finally can make for Mamuk. Come to think of it, isn't it Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Kettenram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Kettenram and Mamuk and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Jiprala and the Mamulja. But since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported his peace have left their city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Uh-oh. Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also Tuliolal. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it's my job to know that first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from. And eat so much Zeebrok Pibil besides. Thank you for everything, Hunmuruk. Till next time, take care. First we make our way across the Zilbert Cinderfield, due southeast. This will probably be the last mission, and I'm gonna pop off. And I'll probably bring up Pal World again. Go play it. How you have grown indeed. Going Dodo. I want to try and get to the second portion before the stream ends. Hopefully. Do I have gloves? Earrings, fingerless gloves of scouting. So I'm not gonna do it yet because of the fact that, you know, it's not a star. If it's star, it means that the XP reward is doubled. And I need that most of all. I gotta kind of follow the road with this. There's too many pitfalls. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do things with my setup on Pal World. Got a lot of stuff I need to do. So if there's peace, then why did they just abandon this village? Why didn't they just revive it? It's weird. Oh man, I got super close to leveling up. The traverse will bring us straight into the Jatika heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green. Why'd I stop? Why'd I stop doing what? Leveling? Oh. No, I'm not trying to stop leveling. It's just, I gotta be wary because I don't want to waste any XP. So once I hit a 100 on this class, I gotta swap to another class. This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time and descend safely. I might pop over to Paladin when Warrior hits 100, so I'll have to level Paladin up on the side a little bit. I just really hate wasting resources and experience as a resource. I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Bakul Jaja cleared away the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wukalamat single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. We still have a ways to go before we actually make it into the Heartland. I went the wrong way. This is one of my favorite areas in the game. It's crazy looking, isn't it? Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. As you hold the paring stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Pairing stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous aether they emit causes surrounding flora to grow unique hues, as you can see. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vidral be merciful. There you are. Blue, it's all blue. A far cry from the upper forests indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us about it. Keep running, we're almost there. I'm gonna try to get the Mamuk and get the Aetherite before I quit. Lefty! It's only fitting that it be you that ferry me to the last feat. Sorry, Arnvol, I'm gonna scoot right on by y'all and grab this right fast. As this is also my first time visiting Mamuk, I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Hunmaruk's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. That gave me what, boots? That gave me a hat. Do I have any hats that need to be made? No, it's top. Darn. City of Silence. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that Elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Hunmaruk's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Arenville can come with me, and Alcé can go with Kryl. That leaves Hero to accompany Wuklamot. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. You probably would have been better off swapping the teammate of Alcé and Kryl, because you just put two DPSs together. And Arnville doesn't even have a class. So, you got a healer with a civilian. Alright, so anyways, gotta leave this here. Thanks for joining, Bunny. Give it a few minutes. I'm gonna go get together and I will do another stream of Palworld. So, yay! If you have time for that, you can join with that. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 177 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if not a subscribe. Keep with content. Hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever I go live and or release new content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. And I'll see you all in the next video. Catch you then later. See you in a little bit, Bunny. Be right back. Yeah, I'm off today. I just didn't. Cool. Sweet. Be right back. Oops, that's the wrong button.